Hi friends, welcome to Brave. I know, jeepers, what do I know? 1 second. I misplaced my pencil, so that's what I know. Anyway, today's Brave, welcome to today's Brave. I'm just going to start off with some warm-up, and again, I'm going to do the easy border loop, as well as with my other hand. And I'm just gonna get you guys to kind of loosen up your wrists and just go with the flow. You might need to lean your finger down, your pinky finger, and kind of rock your hand on that to get a smoother drawing. Then it's just more effort to think about it, but it gets there. So rather than, I'm just kind of going over this a little bit because with this one here, like, we can go with our wrists kind of guide us, but if you're letting the muscle here or whatever, sorry, my hands got full of paint, I'm painting today, that kind of guides you on your drawings anyways, keeps you steady, and I like to use my pinky to keep myself steady. That's like my little steady hand there. So that's a trick that I found, that if you're too shaky, okay, so I'm drawing here and I'm kind of using my wrist, it's not quite as good. So if I use my finger, and I like to use this part of my finger here on the opposing hand that you're not used to using, it's a smoother drawing. So I just want to point that out. If you use your finger to lean on kind of a thing, you get a smoother drawing. So I'm using my finger muscle. I know that sounds really weird. So I just wanted to help you out with that. I find that I'm practicing with drawings that are not important. So like if you're making borders, you're practicing with your borders. And just to give you an example, things that don't, so it's not way less frustrating to be able to draw. So if you're interested in trying to work your way to being able to draw with your other hand, you have to figure out, so I'm going out. Now when I'm drawing on this hand, I'm going out. If you noticed, I go like, might do my heart out. On this hand, you do the same thing, you're just going the opposite way. So instead of trying to draw the mirror image, you would want to draw the opposite. So it makes it easier. That's the way the hand really wants to go, instead of going backwards. So that's a tip to show you guys. So like I said, if I'm drawing my heart this way, this is my heart, so I started on this side, and exactly on here I'm drawing my heart this way. It's the way your hand wants to naturally go. Otherwise I'm going this way, and it feels very, if you try it, it feels quite awkward. So you want to kind of do that mirror image. To me, it helps to know what technique works better for getting your hand loose and that kind of thing. So I'm just trying to help out on that. Yeah, so I just thought that would be a little bit handy hint there of just going exactly the same way as you draw with your hand that you normally draw with your strong hand. You go the exact mirror image if there's a mirror between you, that way, and it's more comfortable for your hand, and it works better for your brain too, I think. So I just wanted to make note of that so you guys can practice that. Just doing the exact mirror image of what you're doing will help totally get your hand loosened up and kind of working. So I just thought I would share that. I noticed that I'm sorry about my hands. I noticed that I was doing some things, and I'm wondering if I wonder if I ever said that. So it just, for me, helps. I don't know if it helps everyone, but for me, that was a handy hint or a handy help. Anyway, so for today's Brave, So let's start with a feather page. We can do different feathers. I'm going to choose, I don't know. Haven't really thought about it, but I'm going to choose somewhat like a peacock feather. Or it could be, yeah, a peacock feather or a, what's the other word there I'm thinking of? I can't think of it. Yeah, I'll do a peacock feather. I can't think of it. So let's do, what bird am I thinking of? That firebird I'm thinking of. I can't think of the name of it. You could do like a flame feather or something cool too. Wow. Nope, can't think of it. So I'm just going to play with feathers. You guys can do whatever kind of feathers you want. I think I'm going to go with a kind of a peacock feather. So I got my stem and this going on here. You can kind of just lightly do a shape like this, oval, and then start kind of going in. And you can kind of take a corner of your, but if you're doing a sketch on a canvas or something, you're not gonna really notice your feathers. I mean the drawing underneath. I guess this pencil works for a feather because I have more of a point. I haven't sharpened my other pencil and I don't know where it is right now. So then I would do like a kind of a top oval shape with like a flame inside and a heart. You could even do like another circle. I think they have like another circle like the eye. And then you can do like a, following the shape, you want to kind of go like grab, well maybe do a feather shape. So then I'm just going to lightly kind of erase this because I don't need it too dark. That's the one thing with pencils not. So then you just kind of do your hair feather type of things. And you can do this with watercolor pencils too. And then go very nicely over, fine over your pencil. So I'm going to do a couple in watercolor crayon here. And then I'm going to take my fine, I think I'm going to find my fine one, yes, and just drip it all over. And that's not even with pencil in the background there, and that's so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that. So you can do like a little watercolor feather. Let's see what other colors I have in here. So I kind of just, you can do watercolor. And I would do it all in that first. And then you can go over with a little bit of black ink to make it stand out if you decide to do it all in watercolor. And then, or you could just draw in pencil and paint over it with acrylic. So I got half pencil, kind of partly watercolor here. Looks so cute. And let's see what other colors we have in here. I shouldn't be doing the water in between, but I'm just kind of giving you guys an idea and playing with it and multicolor. So that's one thing. I shouldn't be doing the, don't know what color this is, more green. Water in between, because you can't really draw on the water. I mean, yeah, draw on the water. So you just do fine hairs. So you could do whatever kind of feather you want. You can also do, check out this color, the blue-green. It's pretty. So watercolors are fun. You could also do like partial feathers, like you kind of have your feather. You could practice drawing some of these type of feathers. It looks kind of leafy, but you just do the fine lines of the feather. You could also decide you want to do designs on your drawn feather. So a feather page I think would be really fun. So I would give that a try. And now I'm just doing like a kind of pattern on here, but you can do a really nice, can you guys see anything? Feathered page. La 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 la. Oh, there we go. So use your watercolor pencils, use your tip, just sketch it out and then decide what you want to do after. I think it's going to be really cute. You can doodle with a pen and just go crazy with some ink. Do a black and white page maybe. So just doodle and have fun. I'm kind of making it all weird, but it's just whatever your perception is on a feather. So